Hey guys, Kevin and Steph here at the Elite Academy of Martial Arts. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. So we're about to do the Wing Chun leg sweeps, and I'm going to show you two really easy ways to get started. Just basically how to set up the leg sweep, and later on you guys can start to come up with your own combos and whatnot. But the two basic leg sweeps that I teach in the beginning is the inside leg sweep and the outside leg sweep. So let's get started. I'm here with Steph. When we're in your fighting stance like this, I can't leg sweep her easily unless I off balance her. Now, if she has her legs out too far, like she has them really wide apart, this way, so she's really far apart, she's really setting her foot. If that happens, then this is easy to sweep because her weight is very far. It's like they're having a chair, and instead of having the legs underneath you, the legs are splitting apart, and you sit on it, and the chair just collapses. Same thing here. It's very easy for me to sweep this foot if she does that. Or if she has a normal stance, but her foot is past the center line. So if her foot's past the center line, then I can sweep this outside leg very easily. Okay guys, so make sure you're on center and your feet aren't too wide when you're in your fighting stance. Otherwise, you're going to get leg swept very easily. So when I'm sparring sometimes, that's what I look for. When legs are too wide, I'll sweep the inside. Legs are past the center line, the front leg's past the center line, then I'll sweep that outside. So I don't have to set it up at all. She's already setting it up for me. But if she's in a good fighting stance, we're going to set it up Wing Chun style through trapping. The very first one is easy. Start here in reference point, and all I'm going to do is box out, sots out. And this moment, from here, I can leg sweep. The moment I come in, I box out, sots out. This feels solid. I'm simply going to take this hand and cups out right here on this elbow. Start to push her across the line. And at the exact same time as I'm doing that, I'm off balancing her, I'm going to step and sweep this one. And the sweep, don't use your toes to lightly hook the foot. Make sure you're flexing your foot, turning it, and I'm using my shin and making a very strong hook with my foot so that I'm capturing right around her ankle or shin, so I drag it out very powerfully. Okay, so I go box out, sots out, and from here I'm cups out, and at the exact same time as I'm pushing, I'm stepping that way. Okay, I'm stepping this way and hooking her foot for that leg sweep. So I'm doing it very gently, and she's just doing a slight split. If she's very off balance, or I do this hard, I might make her do a full split. Or sometimes how we train this is when I hit here and I sweep her hard, she's going to catch herself by putting this hand down. So when I sweep, she catches herself by putting that hand down. So the moment I sweep, she puts that hand down, I pick this leg up, and I side kick that elbow. For safety, I'm just doing it very carefully. Hands up, side kick that elbow, and immediately switch and stomp the knee or stomp the ankle. Okay, that's how we trained it in class for the full rotation of the sweep. So I'm here, and I go like this, and for just the class, the Wing Chun class when we're doing it, I'm going to cups out, scoop, and she's going to fall and put her hand down on the ground. So it goes here, and then immediately side kick, and switch, and stomp, and then I come back with it, okay, just keeping my hands up. Another variation is that she only splits and not really falls. So then I come here, box out, sots out, scoop, and she splits a little bit. And as soon as she splits and loses her balance and tries to regain her balance, this hand just pops out to the ear. That's the other shot method. You can hook to the ear, but in Wing Chun class, we pops out of the ear and just try to knock some sense out. Okay? So you're here, one, cups out, scoop, and then she catches herself, so I just turn and I pops out of the ear. Put the hand up or cover. Okay, so again, number one, the first version, she's going to actually fall all the way and catch herself with the hand. So I'm here, she's going to fall all the way, catch herself with the hand. So when I'm here, I immediately just, boom, side kick, and then switch and stomp. And I can stomp the ankle or the knee, and I'm stomping it into the ground. Okay, trying to break those moves. And then the second one, she's going to catch herself, so she doesn't fall all the way. And so I simply just don't fall all the way. So again, comes here, catches herself, and bam, slap that in. So she splits, and she's going to immediately try to bounce back up. And I'm just going to slap her in the ear or the side of the head. It doesn't really matter. I don't recommend punching because you can break your hand on the side of the head or the top of the head, especially in the street fight. Okay, guys? So that's the first variation. The second variation is going to sweep the outside foot. So when I come here, I'm going one, and from here, what I'm going to do is wedge, and you can, when you wedge, usually we do a tonsal in our class, but in like JKD, they have three different things they wedge with. They use the bill style, okay, they use the jong style, and they use the tonsal. So depending on the lineage or where you train at, maybe you prefer one or another. Well, right now I'm just showing you the tonsal version. So when I come here and I pop on center, make sure that you are doing a bong style first, or just a very little bong style. I'm doing it a lot, but in reality, I'm just going to move her hand off center a little bit. When I move it off center and I put my tansao up, it's very hard for her to lops out. Okay guys? But if I don't move it off center and I leave it here and then I cross my own line, it's very easy for her to lops out, or not lops out, gums out, and pin my hands. Does that make sense? So I don't want her to be able to pin my hands like this. If I move her offline and then tansao, it's very hard for her to pin my hands. Okay guys? So what's going to happen is I'm going to move her offline, tansao, and step, and from that tansao I'm just going to use that step to sweep her. Okay? So I come here and I tansao like this, I bongsao just a little bit, I tansao, and as I tansao, I'm simply going to take my right foot and step behind her leg. Okay? As I'm off balancing her with this. And once I'm here, I'm going to just pull the leg up. Okay, guys? And that usually will knock her down onto the ground, so right now I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let her keep her balance, okay? So you're coming like this, and as you tansao, you can satsao. You see that off balances it, and from here, you can just pull, okay? So again, I'm coming here, a little bit of a bongsao, a little bit of a tansao, and from here, I'm going to paksao, satsao, switch right there, and she's off balance from the hip, and I just pull that leg. Okay, and that she just falls all the way. If you do it properly, she'll fall all the way. If you don't do it properly, she'll move her leg out, and then you go on to Chiger and counters to the leg. You know, if I try to sweep this leg, and she moves that leg, she picks it up and moves it out of the way, you can either hit this leg, or you can pop that inside leg, or you can scoop it. It just kind of depends. Or you can scoop here, that misses, you can step and inside Chiger, or you can use your shin to push the inside of her leg and knock her over. So there's a bunch of variations. You're just not going to worry about that. From here, paksao, satsao, a little tiny bongsao so that her hand is off center, and then I tansao. Okay, I had a question about this. Can they gumsao you? Yes, they can gumsao if my hands are crossed. My hands are not crossed. I'm actually moving her offline and then putting the tansao. Now you have to worry about this becoming a tansao. She might tansao hawanger. So I don't want to bongsao too far, because then definitely she can open and strike me or push me like that. I need to make sure I bongsao just a little bit, so when she tries to open that one, I can still control the line. I'm not going way past the line. Okay? So I'm going one, little tiny bongsao, tansao right away. Okay, and then I just paksao, satsao into this position here, and then from here she's off balance, and I just push. I'm pushing my upper hand, and I'm scooping this leg with that lower hand. Okay, guys? So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm stepping in satsao, and then from here I just scoop. Okay, and just step and scoop. All right. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. Leave them in the comments below, guys. Thank you.